So we're going to speak to Brownie, Mullet Lord, who owns Lord Cafe, along with his partner Nicola. We're going to talk about roasting, we're going to talk about how to build the brand, we're going to talk about personal brand, we're going to talk about character building, world building. I love hanging out with Brownie. We're going to see what he's up to, check out the roastery space, meet some of his family here as well, which will be cool. Good to see you.
Good to see you, brother. Come on in.
Got the boards.
Yeah, baby.
Bit of a setup.
Yeah, got a little fixing bay there.
You're sponsored by these guys?
Yeah, that's Serpent Sled. So a good mate of mine, epic surfer, he turned pro surfer to shaper. He makes some wicked surfboards. And This is my buddy Finn.
Nice to meet you.
He's working with us as well, so he's just an epic all-rounder, smashes it out in the cafe. Nice. And we're teaching him how to roast as well. So I'm stoked you come along because we're going to roast some coffee. Finn and I are going to deliver it to the cafe. I wanted to learn how to roast, but like in the industry, a lot of people are quite secretive.
Yeah.
People spend years writing profiles for certain beans and whatnot, and they've put in the hard yards, and they sort of, it's like the unwritten rule. They work so hard in doing what they did, so should the next person. But the way that this awesome man that owns Glitch Coffee Roasters, Jamie, he's got sort of an attitude of like encouragement. You know, I had a 7-bean blend that was epic called the Woolloomooloo blend. And then I was doing a single origin, a batch brew, and it just didn't take off. I got talking to Jamie and he just said, look, we'll sort you out a machine. I ended up buying a machine off him. Just this epic manual machine. As soon as the shot extracts, we're looking at it, and then as soon as the puck's been bled, we're monitoring it, and we'll shut the shot off. We're really attentive at Lords, and we're basically busting shots because we're so busy. We all have great initiative. As soon as we see the customer come into Lords, like we'll put a shot on straight away and be steaming milk. Yeah. So by the time they order, I think the quality over quantity and just sort of being attentive to our blend, and that's all we do, and keep it simple, aids in service as well, and pace. Yeah. And that's what's working for us at Lords.
Pace is the right word too. It's speed, but it's consistent, like it's consistent speed over time.
Yeah.
Not just speed when times are good, but speed when it's busy.
When it's busy too.
Speed, like pace all the time.
Yeah.
I always think about that with like a marathon or something. You know, I was talking to Cody about a marathon the other week. You never have to run fast. You have to hold pace.
Yeah, be consistent.
You have to just hold. Like you never have to, like even the guys who win it, it's not that fast.
Yeah.
But it's like, never back off.
Yeah.
You know?
The guys in the cafe, like they see me on the milk, and like I'll know everyone's orders, and they'll be on the shots, and they'll look at me going, oh my God, like how am I going to do that? They think that, but that's what I thought when I first saw this style of coffee making. I just say, oh, don't worry, just keep doing your thing, and you'll adapt. And next thing you know, they're standing where I'm standing, saying the same or better jokes than me.
Yeah. And
I stand back and go, oh, how good's that?
Going to your cafe is an experience. And I say this to people all the time. Actually, it was on the freediving thing. And they said, so you go into Lords for your coffee? And I said, well, look, if I'm honest, I do an AeroPress at home a lot because I wake up and I brew my coffee. I said, but I do make a point, like at least once a week I'm over there because it's an experience. Yeah. I want to support the cafe, the coffee tastes good, but also it's the experience of going in there. You don't know who you're going to meet. You don't know who's going to be on the machine. You don't know what that interaction will be like. It's always a bit unpredictable. Yeah. And that's what's so good about it, is it's not routine the same. There's always something slightly different going on. It's invaluable, you can't put a dollar figure on it, but it's always going to bring you back in.
So it comes down to service too. Like prior to, because I'm in recovery, like all recovery's basically taught me was to quit thinking about myself and start thinking about others. So when I wake up, I'll remind myself, Brownie, like today it's how can you best serve your fellow man? And with that attitude, like I become more grateful, I'm projecting my thoughts upon like my friends, my staff, the customers, and I'm completely off myself. Like, there's a lot to say about like the hospitality industry.
Yeah.
You know, are you being hospitable? Like, do you have a service state of mind? If you're going through stuff in your day, you know, like deal with that after work. Think about the customers, because I get caught in my own mind a lot. You know, I'm still an addict. I suffer with like the imprisonment like of my own mind, and going to the cafe and serving customers is like sometimes a relief, because I'm forced to think about someone else when I'm on the till. So it's freeing. Do you want to head to the roastery?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, Johnny boy, let's head up to the roastery.
How often do you come up here?
Once a week.
Yeah.
We go through about 70 kilos in the cafe a week.
Yeah. And then are you roasting additional for retail?
Yeah, we're selling on average around 30 kilos of retail a week as well.
Through the store or online?
Through the store and online.
Yeah.
We roast a bit extra for the espresso martini mixer.
Yeah.
So we've just signed with GBL. So we're planning on getting a bit busier wholesaling through them.
Yeah.
We're just selling some espresso martini through Dan Murphy's too.
Yeah.
Which is pretty exciting.
Yeah, it's good.
Slowly chipping away. Yeah, so this is the Glitch Roastery. This is where we roast all of our coffee, and we also bag up all our retail here too.
What's your intake like?
I can get pretty carried away. I'm not here because I don't like it. And the constant flow of espresso, it's hard not to indulge. So yesterday I overindulged. I had an AeroPress this morning. I might have a single shot piccolo at the cafe and call it quits.
That's it.
Yeah. We've just pulled our first roast out and blended it. So this is a 70-30 blend, 70 Colombia, 30 Brazil.
Yeah.
I'm just going to pull it and then we're going to start retailing. Yeah. Mesmerising, isn't it? You can imagine how keen it gets you for a coffee when we get back to the cafe. Billy's, this is her second week of her roasting apprenticeship as well. We like to start them young at Lord's.
She's got a keen eye on it, I can see.
Hi. Yeah, so we probably go through about 30 kilos of retail a week. Yeah, we're selling 8 kilos to a business a week, and on top of that about another 15 kilos online and in the store. We also sell 500 gram bags and 200 gram bags too.
Yeah, but you're like across the beans, across the roasting, across the packaging, across the branding, across the customer service, every touch point.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it?
Do you like that?
Oh yeah, I've seen people starting businesses and thinking they can just be a business owner and sit back and just watch it all unfold. But to me, the businesses that have succeeded, they're owner operated.
Or at least they're very close. At least they're on the pulse.
Yeah, on the pulse. But I couldn't see it any other way.
Yeah. But also when you are in there leading and getting amongst it, everyone else mirrors that as well. So you've got a whole culture that wants to lean in and get amongst it.
Yeah.
And mirrors your enthusiasm.
Yeah, that's it. And like, I don't feel like it, but I'm the old dog now, and I've got all this new generation that's interested in coffee. I'm there to facilitate that. It's pretty cool to see. It was my face. We're still going to use that for our merch and stickers and patches and whatnot.
I like that.
It's cool.
Yeah, I think that's at the core, isn't it?
That's the core. Yeah. But now, you know, like I encourage evolution too, and just where the business is going and the brand, and being on trend.
Yeah.
And to appeal to a wider demographic as well, because the mullet, the comical mullet pick would only appeal to a certain demographic. But now that with the new packaging, like our sales have increased and we're appealing to a wider demographic, which is cool too.
Yeah.
Should we head to the cafe?
Let's do it.
Yeah. I had to think about what you said before about how it's pretty cool that I'm seeing over every area from roasting to working in the store, and I was thinking that that's just our lifestyle. Like, yeah, I'm overseeing everything, but this is just what we do.
Yeah.
You know, like, yeah, it pays the bills, but in the end, I'm drinking coffee in a cafe. It just happens to be mine. I'm roasting coffee. I'm just interested in roasting, and then we're going surfing after work.
Yeah.
Where else would I be?
Things you do anyway.
Yeah.
Are you getting a coffee?
Yeah, just a little single shot piccolo. I'm trying to.
Tapped out.
Yeah. Yesterday, like, we just had such a good one in here. We were getting weird and having a good time listening to some techno. Next thing you know, I've had like 4 to 5 coffees, double shots, thinking, oh, how did we get here again?
Yeah.
So today, I've just had an AeroPress and I'm going to have a single shot piccolo and leave it at that.
Yeah. I'm a 2 minimum,
Yeah.
4 maximum.
Thank you.
Couple AeroPresses, or if I come in here, because it's stronger than the
Strong,
AeroPress.
isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, with COVID, we had a cafe close,
Yeah.
which was a blessing in disguise because it gave us the energy to move online.
Yeah.
So online, we're appealing to the world now. We're mainly going to be focusing on getting across like our story with the growth of the company, and also putting majority of our energy and time into marketing. So we're going to come up with some new funny Lords influenced advertisements.
Yeah.
And just keep rolling with those.
Who comes up with all that stuff? You guys?
Yeah, I do. I come up with them, and we'll start filming, and then one thing leads to another, and my idea it's still my idea, but then with everyone's influence and us feeling that energy and getting excited, who knows where it's going to lead us.
Have you changed your approach to those things, to that content over time?
I'm just
Because I
getting
feel
used
like
to that now.
it's taken different turns.
Yeah, I'm getting used to that now. So putting it out there, using my imagination as well, just to envision a new character. So like with the Lord's Collective cans and our merch and whatnot, we're coming up with a character. So for instance, like for the Lord's cans, there's a few people behind that company, but I'm going to be the face of it. So with the advertisements and whatnot, like I'll be the mascot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's still a work in progress.
Yeah.
But all will be revealed very shortly. But now that I've knuckled down and taken a step back in that area and just focused on the business, I'm sort of just getting used to being put in front of crowds again, and sort of digging up that entertainer side that's laid dormant for a little while, that I'm really looking forward to bringing out again.
Yeah.
But
I think it's
also,
exciting,
yeah,
eh?
It's exciting. Confidence too.
Confidence?
Yeah, like self-esteem. And sort of just coming from a place of enjoyment. Business is successful, and when I'm dancing to the beat of my own drum, like that's when I'm thriving, when I get to be creative and be myself. So right now we're manifesting that character, and it's all about to come to light. But if it can encourage others, people that are shy or that are worrying about what other people think of them, other entrepreneurs that maybe have expectations put upon them by others, if I can encourage people just to be themselves and step outside their comfort zone, not do what I'm doing, because maybe I might be an extreme extreme case.
Do their version.
But do their version.
Yeah.
Be their own character.
Yeah.
Tell their own story.
Yeah.
Business used to be word of mouth, and you had to look in the yellow pages. But now, like we make an advertisement and post it on our reel on Instagram. Right there, we've reached 10,000 people. How cool's that?
Yeah.
You know, so that's the way the world's going, and I'm just evolving and adapting with evolution.
Yeah.
Rock and roll.
Anything else?
No,
That's it.
good chatting.
Thank you.
You.
Thanks for your time.
Pleasure.
It's great to catch up with Brownie, super busy guy. Very lucky that he carved out a couple hours for us. The biggest takeaway for me every time I catch up with that dude is his level of involvement in the business, literally at every single touch point. So we started off at his house, obviously he went to the roastery, he's across the roastery, he's across the branding, he's across the packaging. Then he serves coffee, he's across every customer, he knows every customer. A lot of people I think in business, they go, you know, especially early on, they want to separate themselves, or they want to have it managed, or they want to have it run for them, which can work. But when you see him with his finger on the pulse to every single aspect of it, you see the payoff, and you see how much people love to buy from him and love to come and hang out and get their coffee from him. It was cool to see him at this turning point in the Lord's journey. They got the new branding coming through. They got some big opportunities on the timeline going forward. So we'll check back in. We're going to be seeing more of Brownie as well and more of Lord. So thanks for tuning in to this episode of Builders, and we'll see you on the next one.